Did you know you should not try to adjust the audio bitrate of your capture card while it is in use? It is a bad decision. Don't do that. It's bad. No, actually, yeah, what we were doing is we were just simulating actually getting sent to jail, so... Can't stream from jail. No internet. You're welcome for the realistic experience. Okay, concerning no audio on the capture card. That I can hear. Oh no, it's back. There we are. We're good. Stream is fully functioning. Everything's good. Welcome back, everyone. Did the disconnect protection serve us well? Did it stay up the whole time? Let's see. Streamlabs. There we go. It stopped after a bit. That's fair. I think it's only supposed to stay up for like 60 seconds or something. 90 seconds, something like that. Yeah, I think I can extend it for longer, but yeah, default it's like that. Hi friends, welcome back! Okay, don't adjust the audio bitrate. You guys are gonna just have to deal with this slightly increased crackling. I don't know why it's doing this. White's gonna set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. Oh, so did the screen just flash? Uh-oh. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright?
Ooh, wait a minute. It's you again?
Zarian Saber, thank you for the resub! Thank you for the 3 months of support! And welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! Yeah, I saw a flash. It's not happened again. Fingers crossed it's not doing it for now.
Ooh, wait a minute. It's you again?
Mr. Fluffy Whale, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 6 months of support. And welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yeah. It's all thanks to you. No, I'm afraid we switched places. Even though Maya's not in the security side? That's weird. Okay, yeah, I think that's intentional. That's just the shock thing. What? You mean... you? I explained what had happened to Maya. Yeah, I think she's still arrested, I guess. But I'm the new suspect, so whatever. I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you! This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... cheer me on in court. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Huh? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me! Huh? I'd better go and get a uniform and some pom-poms! Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke! No way! No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing! I've gotta give that man a piece of my mind! Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. That seems fair. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Well, I guess this is it. Yup. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look! Oh. Prosecutor Edgeworth! I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm gonna be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent, except, you know, evidence and testimony and all those good things, but sure, okay. I don't think his hair got through this remake very well. Like, it kind of looks like, you know the Flash games that you would play on like Newgrounds and shit? It looks like the anime protags from that. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. No, Nino, even. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. He is a bling daddy, it's beautiful. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Ah, that crackling is getting me. Yeah, the redraws look very close. It's something about the way it's shaded just looks a little bit cheap occasionally. And the lines on Edgeworth hair, I don't like. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do we always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Yeah, I feel like they kind of just... It kind of looks like they just took the burn and dodge tools and went in on the flat colors, which I don't really like. Like, I'm sure that's not what they did do, but that's the effect that I'm getting and I don't like it. Yeah, the background art looks fine. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Exclamation mark. Let him have it, Phoenix. What?
No, I was trying to be off mic. I was just like, can I look at this now?
Yeah? Let's see, it was about 9 p.m., I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Hold it! How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 p.m. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I like how the health bar gives a background to the second most recent sub. It is excellent. Hello, MFG, what's up? By window, you mean the one directly across from Faye & Co. lore offices? What if there was a mod on PC that changed it all back into like super high def pixel art? Yeah, please. Correct, that is the only window you see. And there you are reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Jesus Christ. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We'll see. Continue. Custom cases or a case maker? I don't know. I mean, maybe that would be cool. I would be interested to see if someone could match quite how, like, charming and out there the cases are in this game. Yeah. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. Spiky haired? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. Don't add them together. Isn't that a line from the anime? Like, they actually directly take that line and put it in the anime? I'm pretty sure they did. Except it was in the next case. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? One sec. Oops. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you wait, no, we did this. It's really a good nerd. It's like, it's gonna be the kind of game where, like, after a couple of years, I can bring it out again and play it, and I will love the portability for that. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae off his phone? I have played 1, 2, 3 Investigations 1 and a small amount of the one with Athena. Oh my goodness, Pyra, thank you so much for the sub. Hi, thank you for the support. Welcome to the Lime Call. Enjoy your new Lime friend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, you were still away when I had to leave. I felt really bad. I hope you caught your train. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I cannot. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. No, I didn't like, Hobo Hodo very much. No! I am El Presidente! This is a false Presidente! Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? Sparkle, sparkle. How many times must I hear that? Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Finally, there was a yeah. Impaction? Don't you just mean impact? Yeah, I remember, like, it is explained and he's, you know, he's back in the later games, but at the time, it kind of made me a bit salty. Especially, weren't Gumshoe and Edgeworth both kind of AWOL too? Buffering at 160p? Oh, God. Good luck. Yeah, I feel like the way Virgin trains are built, it is impossible to get a signal for most of it. Like, I remember at one point there was like this ridiculous conspiracy theory going around that they were blocking Wi-Fi signals within their train so that they could sell more of their own connection. I think maybe just that being in a big metal tube is bad for your internet. Especially in the middle of the country. Ridiculosity, I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I better leave the whole language thing alone. Why am I getting I'm getting Steam notifications now for some reason. Like new game being launched notifications from just random people. As much as I love these wonderful people who are playing video games, I don't want it popping up over my my stream, so 1 second. Where's the option to kill that? Is it? Ah, here it is. When friend joins a game? Yeah, that must be it. There we go. That is a little bit of a rip, Barra. Yeah, it's very HD. We actually just had a discussion, Lil Dog. I don't like the way they shaded and colored the characters. I think it looks cheap. Which is weird because the background looks okay. Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's her testimony. So let's present Miss May's testimony. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave! What is this?
Ooh,
You said the victim ran to the left.
It's you again.
Star SP17, thank you for the resub! Thank you for the 9 months of support! Welcome back to the Lime Cult. Enjoy your beautiful baby lime friend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you. No worries, Pyra. Thank you so much for dropping by and thank you for subbing. Have a safe trip home. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. It is simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Maybe he really did see the victim run left, so he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Ba, ba, ba. I said Edgeworth has a huge ass. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, it would appear to him that she ran to the left. Hold on. Scooting back under the chair, under the table. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Really, Edgeworth? Really? Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order in this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Hi, Furry for Life. This shit cracks me up because, like, no one except me is like, yo, that shit's just bogus. Problem is, the game might get funny because it says died from a blow by a blunt object, not died from a single blow. So, we gotta press a little bit. See you later, Astonishing! What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, oh god! Well, there's your answer. Always so impatient, it does not become you. Wait, what are you then? Your name is Red, White, Blue! Oh, no, never mind. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. Okay, so we're all American. Hooray! When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her. Wait, no. Press. I like the old translation, though. It's funny. What do you mean first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try and use simple words for your benefit.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Hold
Oh my
IT.
God. Hold
Present this to
IT.
the court to add to the case.
Justin can pronounce like French words and all that, but he's like, that is too much for me. DZA, thank you so much for the 1,500 million bits! Thank you, thank you. This evidence will surely help in my cross-examination. I think it's because it's capitalized. It's like, he's like, it's clearly information technology. I didn't hit anyone! Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything! The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that! Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right.
Ooh, wait a minute. It's you?
much for the resub! Thank you for the 30 months of support! And welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! The thing is, though, this is a like, I have this debate quite often. This is a localization. This is not a direct translation. And if you directly translate a game like this with all of the puns and all of the references, you are going to lose the vast majority of Western audiences because it'll have things like kanji wordplay and cultural references, and none of those are going to make any sense to a Western audience. So they have to take these references and make them into something that the West can understand. So of course, there are some occasions where translations just go too far and they lose the spirit of what they're translating and localizing, but I think the vast majority of the time, the people that are doing localizations do so well at what they do. And it makes me sad when people are upset that they're like, and they're like, yo, it doesn't reference onigiri anymore. And it's like, most of the audience is not gonna understand what the onigiri is. So yeah, I think the localization is fantastic in this game. My accent for Red White is fucking terrible, but I don't care. You are going to take my terrible JFK the movie amalgamation and you are gonna like it. Yeah, exactly. They have to basically take a pun and then come up with a Western equivalent, because there is no way that you can directly translate a Japanese pun and have it make sense. And Nicolas Cage, like from Con Air. Put the bonnet back in the box. But it was you. I like Frank Saw It. That's a good name. Mr. Wright, if you claim it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? Thank you, Gigopler! Have a lovely day. It's pretty good. You're very kind. My British accent? No, it's terrible. Total fake accent. I've never heard a British person IRL, so I just fake it the whole way, dude. So each of you saw different parts? Water? Abso-positively. That is right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Hold on, how do Americans say it again? Is it water? I'd like a glass of water, please. Ah, that's just wrong. What water? Water. I want some water. I'm so thirsty. No, it's just weird. So you're watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Okay, so then she ran to the left. He hit her savagely, that's what I saw. With the loss of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. And then it says, the victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. That's wrong then, right? It says she dodged here. I'm not sure this will be right because it's a little bit nitpicky. I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where I have to be very precise with the thing that I present on. Nope. I'm sorry, Judge! Don't hurt me! Goodbye, health bar. And then you hit her savagely. With lots of chance you run to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. So that's that bit. He implies that she was hit twice, which is wrong. Yeah, sometimes with Phoenix Wright, you know what the answer is. It's just finding the particular statement to present the evidence on. Deliver the final blow. That's what Miss May saw. Actually, hold on. Oh, fuck. You hit her twice is probably the one to put it on. Did I ever press that one? I think I did. Let me just double check. So were you watching both times? Suppose I was. Yeah, okay. I feel like you see you hit her twice is kind of... Nope, still not. How do I speed up the text in this game? There we go. Goodbye, health bar! There we go, that one. Mr. White! The victim died from a single blow. Not that the autopsy explicitly states that, but we kinda knew, so let's go. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if I could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Nobody's seriously complaining, OCD David. We're just having fun. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor?
Wait a minute.
My stomach, you see, it's hurting.
Again?
It's hurting real bad. Kate Durandal, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 33 months of support and welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Yeah, dude, we always get to the bottom of things. Deal with it. This is almost over. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. He's gone so wussy. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked.
I've come up with a new recipe.
That's not right, my dude. I'm gonna press the rest though for funsies. Q, thank you so much for the 150 bits. Thank you, thank you. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No, triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Sorry. Anyway, fuck it.
Welcome aboard.
Novenir, thank you for the sub! Thank you for the support. Welcome to the Lime Cult. Enjoy your new Lime friend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! Welcome aboard. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Fucking oofs in this game. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it you saw
Love
the
these
stand?
games.
Oh my goodness, Valis, thank you so much for the 1,685 kabillion bits. Holy heck, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you. I haven't played the game since they were on the DS playthrough. It's been a very long time. I remember some beats, but I think by the time we hit the next case, I think I'm gonna get stuck because I do not remember the ins and outs of that one. We are not doing spoils in the chat though, because a lot of people haven't played the games. Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo here. I mean a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? That is correct. Is that so? That is so. It is conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. I do have proof. I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Yep. Look at this! Photograph. Those are the floor pans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. Wright? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel, as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell, either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Is the entire crowd the same dude? I just looked up at the stands. Did they not bother making them look different? Mr. White. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor? Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Oh, Christ, Edgeworth. No! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth! Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Edgeworth, goddammit! The wiretap? Why would they replace this song? This is excellent. It's not like a triumphant Edgeworth moment, it's a fuck you Edgeworth moment. Edgeworth is not a good guy right now. He's a meanie poop. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. I mean, this isn't Phoenix's theme. Well, it's cornered, which could mean anything. Cornered being that, like, some shit just went down. This is the shit went down theme for me. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? Yeah, I remember when Edgeworth's theme first pops up, I think, and it's such a fucking amazing moment. No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Why is it you got yaoi hands? I mean, why do you think? No, I'm confused. Please explain to the court what it all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Please. Your Honor, please. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. This is also my nightmare scenario. There are 4 men in this scene. And when there are 4 men in a scene, everything just starts bleeding into one for me because I can't do male voices. So it's just like, It's horrid. This is just a nightmare. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White has been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ah, that's awesome, nerd. I'm glad. I accidentally skipped that by popping the button as I set up there. I'm sure it was something really triumphant. Phoenix is basically almost my own voice, just slightly down. And then I like playing Maya. Maya's my favorite. You will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Sparkle. Leave it to me. I feel faint. There are 4 men and it's hard. That's true. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Yeah, exactly. He's basically me, but just slightly down a bit. I figured I didn't want to give him like a voice at all, and then because he's gonna have so much a ridiculous amount of dialogue. That is when I saw the glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Sparkle, sparkle. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Bum, bum, bum. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Objection! This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. I mean, you brought it up, you shit! Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing left for me nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. No, yeah, Edgeworth is like cockblocking me really hard. I'm glad, Flame. I'm just butchering it so hard, I feel really bad. Okay. Heck off, Edgeworth. I love you, nerd. You're very, very sweet to me. Up, up. Oh. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. What other VN games do I like? I like Tokimeki Memorial because I get to touch boys! No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. That is, like... I never got used to this shit. It is super unsettling. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, and you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. Kevin Flamerino! Thank you for the sub! Thank you for the support. Welcome to the Lime Call. Enjoy your new Lime friend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! Thank you very, very much. Welcome, welcome. But... We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Did a purchase September 4th! September 4th! That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? He said he saw the stand a week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, now you just have to prove it. Right! Hey. Does that make you the killer? Yeah, it's well known that if ever your birthday is mentioned in any context, it means that you're a murderer. Sorry. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Yeah, for example, what would happen if, like... I don't know, there are all kinds of weird implications. Like, what if Mia channels Pearl or something? Spoilers. Shit. It doesn't really matter, you don't know who that is. That would be weird. One second. Message from my mommy. Okay. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Please, give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. Spoilers, he's a liar. There are many, many more times in which he will ask for a last chance. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Mia has been channeled by Pearl. I kind of remember that. Okay, I wonder if it's the first or the last one that's gonna be the best one. Either might do, I guess. Dude, I remember when I was young and I first played this game, I shipped Phoenix and Edgeworth so fucking hard. Look closely at this photograph. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? It turns over? I haven't stopped shipping them. Shh, don't tell anyone. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase is... Why, that's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Faye & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Yeah, I am voicing that. It's like, yeah! Jesus Christ. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Yeah, I did it anyway. God damn it. You were told there would be bad voice acting, and there's been no bad voice acting so far. Aw, you're beautiful and I love you. Well, Your Honor, I understand, but there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... For fuck's sake. Edgeworth, you're testing the limits of my love. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth! Beep, 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 beep. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. It's like the progression of the game, Zero. I mean, cause... yeah. Like, I love Edgeworth, but holy shit, I forgot how much of a poop face he is in the beginning. Holy shit. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed till tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Sparkle, sparkle. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Why is he not... I mean... the only reason I've been arrested is on his testimony, and we just proved his testimony's full of shit, so he gets to go home and I'm still arrested? The witness will stay. But Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is writing on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. I like how we can just bust out random pieces of evidence, like midway through the proceedings. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. The badge, goddammit. Please stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. How does he not recognize her? That's my weird thing. Phoenix obviously recognizes that she looks like Mia, but nobody else seems to. Except I think Larry, like once, maybe twice. But he's not like, hey, that girl that I recently killed is just hanging out over there. Yeah, what's up? That's fine. Admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I mean, we just released it to everyone in this courtroom, but okay.
Ooh, wait a minute. It's you again?
I confess. I did it. I hit her. I did not hit her. I did not. Super Spine, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 13 months of support, and welcome back to the live call. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you. Case closed, Your Honor. I'm glad that we did all of that, and Mia still had to save my butt. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright... not guilty! Yay! Maya looks super out of it in that picture there. This court is adjourned. Can you imagine if they brought glitter to the trials instead? Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both of you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it for as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kinda worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya! Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. You know what this means? We're partners. Wait, playing on this is the Switch. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Welcome, welcome, big boy whiffer. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. Christ on a bike. We're back. I gotta go to the bathroom and think about all the mistakes I just made in my life. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Hello. And for those wondering, I like this case, but I just realized, like, I realized the other night the voices that I'm gonna have to do for this case, and now I'm sad. Here we go, here we go. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be fun, yeah. Fun for my throat. Do 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 do. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai! The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood!
I've come up with a new recipe.
DZA, thank you so much for the 500 bits! Oh, have a lovely evening,
We
friend!
hope you have a great
Thank you,
time.
thank you! Oh my goodness, Dilby, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, welcome, everyone! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Ooh, Ocarina of Time, nice! Welcome, welcome, you guys! I'm not gonna try and catch up with this because it's scrolling too fast. Oh, damn it, I'm sorry! If I could turn him off, I would. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here! Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. I wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ooh. Bing, bing. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his Steel Samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick! I like how he's like, it's too early, it's like 9 a.m. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids' TV show, The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Oldie Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick! Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So I've decided this will be our first case.
Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Does she want to investigate the case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing.
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information. Hello, Saigai Hikigane.
Welcome. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique.
A poster of an old movie that Mia liked.
There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that I have is the thought that I have to read all of these now.
Hello, Hero Icarus. Hello, Andrews.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh!
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him! Will Powers, our client, that's him!
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice.
Whoa, what are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask, and I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick?
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yeah, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. It was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Jesus. That hole. No, it's not my first playthrough. It's my first playthrough in a very long time. But not my first ever. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer. Dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yeah, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Yeah, no, the hole is the costume. It's not like he just literally put a hole in his chest. Hopefully. I mean, there is a hole in the chest, but I guess it wouldn't look like that. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is?
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. And rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Alright, Global Studios, I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go!
I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Do I do voice acting only in this capacity? I'd love to do it professionally. It's just... gotta wait for the big break. No, I haven't actually put together like demo reels or stuff like that. I work full-time as well as streaming, so... the hours aren't really there. But thank you very much, that's very kind of you. Back in just a sec. Alright. I have not voiced the seals in Hat in time.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Are you excited? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me! Oh, so sorry! We're, lawyers. Oh yeah, well that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Used today, something horrible happens and all you're doing is sightseeing, wasting your time in a place like this. Shouldn't you have jobs or something? Do your lawyers not work like the rest of us? Maybe I should be a lawyer too. And
Fucking old bag. I knew this would happen. Is it so? Zito, thank you for the resub! Thank you for the 36 months of support and welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you! I managed like 3 boxes before the text got away from me. And I almost suffocated. Maybe she'll rant herself to death. I fucking wish.
wait, 36 months? Hold up!
Hold up. If my math is correct. If my math is correct, that's 1, 2, 3. Holy heck, the 3 years of support. Thank you so much, Zito. Thank you. Also, Craze Monkey, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 4 months of support and welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you both. Thank you very, very much. That's very kind. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Use today! The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
No touching!
The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. So, what do you do here at the studios? I really like the look of the backgrounds. I think they're super pretty. I do not like the way the characters are rendered. I think they did it like this so that it's distinct from the backgrounds. But to me, it just looks like, I keep saying this, but it's true. It looks like someone did flat colors and then went in with the burn tool. And I don't like it. But the background looks great. So what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you're a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy! The evil magistrate! He's been reduced to playing villains now, not exactly the best material to work with.
I mean, it all looked really good on the 3DS, or sorry, on the DS still, but I think the backgrounds look super pretty now. Can you tell me more about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Sick dab, Zito. Wait, are you dabbing because I didn't do this? You think you won, Zito? You think you won? You didn't win. You didn't win shit. Why are you so certain that Powers is the killer? Sure be petty? I'm not petty.
I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go into the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went in here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one who walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing more to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
Welcome aboard.
The Psycho Dog, thank you for the sub!
Thank you for the support. Welcome to the Lime Cult. Enjoy your new lime friend. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you.
This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously.
What if I present to you my super official lawyer badge?
What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Okay, we'll have to come back. Excuse me, Mr. Powers. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Your alibi.
Hi, Monochrome.
Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yeah, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yeah, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
Ugh, she's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Yay! I just hope this will get me past the security lady. I like how Old Bag immediately presented the reason I've been dreading this case. She didn't even wait like a sentence, basically. Oh, it's gonna get so much worse. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scroll. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
In the security guard station? Hey, not bad, we just stole those.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Jesus Christ, you're scary. Bye. 50 cent, yeah.
Bum, ba-da, bum, bum, bum.
Huge crush on Gumshoe? There is nothing wrong with having a huge crush on Gumshoe and his beautiful, glorious coat. Oh, hey. Do you think he cuts himself shaving every morning? Or he just never bothers to remove that one plaster from the one time he did it? Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah! It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out of the window. So?
Hey! If he's depressed, it's your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Maya! Look at his face! How could you see that? Detective? I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. Phoenix, not you too. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame the other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, all right.
So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. I love this song, yeah. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went into the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. We'd rather not.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up there on the gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished!
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to this place. Now's our chance to check things out.
What this? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out.
Hey, Gumshoe, look at my badge.
Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Ouch. Real men show their PD badge and that's that.
I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer?
I'm not so sure about that.
I want a badge with a big L on it. You do have time to look at all my trinkets. Damn it.
Okay, so let's...
Nick, look! That security lady is in our guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Damn!
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that! I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate where the camera took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here... Jesus Christ. Between 1 and 2:30 was Mr. Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is.
Every time she does that fucking hand motion, I mimic it. It's terrible. Oh, thanks, friends. Maybe it was you?
Yeah!
What the fuck is that laugh? Yeah, ha, ha, ha?
Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day.
This role is perfect for me. What are you trying to say, huh?
Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera.
Ugh.
It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
I would like to look at the computer. Don't scream at me. She's gonna scream at me. No clues here. Christ. Okay. Ooh, I can go to the employee area now. Later! Old bag has already fucked up my voice. Hold on a sec. I think he's scrutinizing the fact that it implies he wasn't a big star at the time of his death. One moment. Okay. I'm fine. It's all fine.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room! No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant to come off that way. I think he's literally just like, he wasn't a big star anymore. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal.
Thanks, Bunny Bop. Have lovely sleep.
I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Ladies first. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir?
What do you mean, find?
You never know, there might just be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. To the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studio dressing room. Mr. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Voice Maya and Phoenix? Whoa! Yeah. John Ridge! Welcome, welcome! There is a stream archive. Yeah, there should be a link below the channel. It's like called Lime Archives or something like that. I think it's under all of the sellout links. Or maybe it's above. One of the two. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. D! There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. You'll never take me alive, Slumber Junkie. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! Oh, Nick, try this on! No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers. Powers. God damn it. Okay, English language. Hello, Detective Puppers! Welcome, welcome! It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. They always have mirrors in like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular suits in amongst the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one myself. That's mean. This is a no bully stream. I should play it in Japanese. Sounds reasonable. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it kind of is dusty outside. Yeah. What's in the trash? It's already examined. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. That's fair. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Oh! We slid to the left. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-old Tokyo castle. The metal grate on that drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid! Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? I think that's everything for now. Okay, back to the studio. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found his body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Bye, Gumshoe. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. What this?
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. Oh, I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards that they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought. My throat. They outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. I swear to God, the next person that says ladder is banned.
Look, a ladder!
God damn it, Maya! Maya's banned.
That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
The fuck? Right, sorry. This girl is out there. It's funny, this case, actually. He's, like, still being mean to Maya as opposed to just totally accepting how weird she is. Well, not mean to, but mean about.
Wow, look at that camera! Oh, it must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Oh, shit. Hey, you, no touching that!
Oh, hi.
Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers.
Van Gogh Fridays, thank you so much for the $1 donation. Thank you, thank you.
Hello, Phoenix Claw! Welcome, welcome! Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? It'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Anonymous cheerer! I read that as anonymous. Anonymous cheerer. Thank you so much for the 18 bits. Thank you, friendly ghost. Thank you so much. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see.
Only one assistant?
Yeah, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Will Powers' dressing room is.
Sorry, the employee area, that's where Will Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. And then I saw WP go into his dressing room.
Is Olbag in every one of these?
But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about, a clue, a lead! Well, I don't know about that.
She looks like she's wearing a digivice.
But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
The shading on her lips is really weird. She looks like she like ate like a jam donut or something and it's smeared around her top lip. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that.
No, thank you. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. No, let's not. My poor throat. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was here in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, we're going.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30? Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Oh, the music fade out. We're in trouble. Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? All right, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
Her! She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like
Oh, fuck me, I fussed it up already. Oh god, you trip over one word and you're just done. Oh, Christ. 1 minute. Okay, there we are. Did she roar at us? Oh no. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Computer! This was originally a DS. Oh no, this was originally a GBA game in Japan, and then the first game came over on DS in the West. The computer that runs the studio's security cameras. Nick! Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. That one! Entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe we should go look at that camera again? Or I could just scroll through the dialogue and do it all over again. I think it's... There, entered. Nope. Third time is a charm.
it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears the suit. But doesn't it look way too long? Thus, you know, it's someone that's not tall enough. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence.
Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean? It means it's a second photo.
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Didn't we literally show Red White a list of the suicides in the last case? Maybe Phoenix is just learning his lesson.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? I wonder how many calories are in an entire bottle of aloe juice. Let's have a look. Nutritional information. It doesn't list calories, that's worrying. Literally just lists, hold on. Energy. Here it is on it. Yeah. 134 calories. No, 32 calories per 100 milliliters. And there are 500 milliliters. That's not so bad. That's okay.
Aloe vera juice.
It's pretty bad if I was only chugging aloe vera juice, but it's the only thing that I've had today that isn't water because, it helps my throat. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Yay! Is there anyone that's too big for the stand? I'm trying to think. Like, is there anyone that's wider than Gumshoe that spills out on either side? Yes, sir, I'll explain with this guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. And the production staff were in the employee area. Sorry, all the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio One to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled due to murder! The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? God, no. No, 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 no. I think I can probably remember that. I forgot it already, but that's fine. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval! Yay! Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Let's not! Let's not! Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please!
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So call me Grandma. It's practically the same. Even when I was young, I was just an old bag, but that's not my real name, dearie. Just, God, grab it. She goes into it so quickly, I start voicing it at normal speed, and then she's just gone.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yesy, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. Yeah, the only way I can do it is to memorize it as she's saying it and say it as quickly as possible while memorizing the new one. And I think the most that I got through was like 2 paragraphs and then I was just gone.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Hi, Tor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest of the...
Oh, Christ, my fucking voice. And the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. It's going. Hold on. I need to drink. I need to drink alcohol.
It's you
Cougar, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 51 million months of support and welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you. One sec. Thank you so much, Cougar. Okay. No, I'm not actually drinking alcohol.
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning.
It's you again.
Knick-knack, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 22 months of support. Welcome back to the Lime Cult. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel.
And thank you so, so much. That's incredibly kind of you to say. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I'm not drinking liquor, no.
Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Oh, a second, this is gonna sound super suspect. I take off my hoodie. 1 minute. I'm gonna go throw that. There we go. Yeah, no, it's just super warm in here. It always sounds really bad, just like zip. Testimony, it just gets me excited. So up until that time, anyone who wanted could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee card key to get in.
Right, the card key that I have. Stolen. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? A run-through?
They were working on out a scene between the between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon?
I, well, had some...
Oh no, I did that one. What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
Hi, Grumpy.
So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course! I am a professional, you know! Or are you criticizing how I do my job? Oh, whippersnapper!
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time! So what, snipper whapper?
Snipper whapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Can you imagine trying to, like, give your testimony and then, like, literally after every sentence, it's just like, hold it! How did you know that?
I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and we talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Oh, shit. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Two, you're sure?
Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yep, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Okay. Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? Present the badge. God damn it, you guys. But we were talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. God damn it, Edgeworth. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday!
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Humph, nosy old man! Of course I have proof!
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should all be ashamed, all of you! Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. I keep screeching. I'm sorry. There is an entire VOD, or 2 VODs, because I BSOD'd twice in the middle. But they are there for you, should you wish to peruse them. Let's hear about your proof, then. I have to be careful. Like, if I truly husk up my throat for the judge's voice, I think I'm gonna fuck it up for everybody else.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I mean, yeah, you're meant to hate Old Bag, but I also love her because you hate Old Bag. If that makes sense.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't even said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is, oh my god, youth today, we're always whining about each other, pointing this way and that. It's enough to make an old woman cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then. I like how it's cool to run through, and then the guy got run through with a spear. I mean, it's meant to go stupid fast. It'll probably never slow down to the point where you can actually read it properly, I don't think. Also, I don't want to slow the rest of the text down. We'll be here all day. Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained... Sorry. Yo, no. Christ, I'm losing track of who I'm being. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, she was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. He broke a prop?
Sure did, his own samurai spear.
Is samurai spear the murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record.
Apparently, he sprained.
No, we did that bit. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though.
Hi, Thunderbird.
Let me know if my mic peaks out at any point. I turned it up ever so slightly because the game was drowning me out last time. Just let me know. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes.
Hi, Baturtle.
And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? So the top is where the duct tape is mended the shaft, right? Presumably? Or is it meant to look like that? Is there duct tape on here? Duct tape on here?
Ah, cool. Thanks, Luigi.
I'm ejecting. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that a possibility also. I wish Edgeworth would wag his finger at me.
Oh my goodness! Is that a resub from the Fred? For 55 heckin' months? Holy goodness it is! Fred, thank you for the resub! Thank you!
That is a very long time. Thank you so much, Fred. I hope you're well. Could we get some oohs, some wows, some just all the love in the chat for Fred. Thank you, guys. I had a super huge crush on Edgeworth when he was first a thing. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice!
I read that as witness's account and then a really bad word. Is it time to go to bed yet?
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts.
Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking, right? Yeah, her name's Oldbag. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
I mean, it looks very climbable to me.
Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? I mean, we could present the photo again and be like, this isn't Will Powers, but we're kind of like dragging that out a little bit. I remember this one being kind of annoying because it gets finicky about when you present stuff. So I'm gonna... Crap. Boom, music drop. Hold on! Look at this photograph! One more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo they printed the words, photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. I mean, it's very obvious, but okay. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. No, the judge is a nice guy. He's a snuggly bean. The evidence shows that not one but 2 people went into the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Eh? Me, you watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Oh, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Hi, Colin.
1 sec. I need to take a drink. Okay.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. He's done with her as well.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have another important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Miss Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. I spontaneously grow wrinkles when I'm stressed too. Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that the security camera takes.
Do you back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, well, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Bill Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?
Ba, 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 ba.
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there and that makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. I mean, the spear's like probably twice, if not more, the kid's height. It would be heavy for him. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio! I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone who would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. I can. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we going to do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Hi, Shiv! Yeah, I'm sorry. It's actually been live for a bit longer. I blue screened in the middle. It's probably been about 3 hours, 40 minutes or so? Something like that. This is the third case, yes. Yeah, blue screened. I made the mistake of trying to change my cap card's bitrate while it was capturing. Didn't like it. Don't blame it, really.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo that we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
3, Shiv.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. Save scum, wrong button, save scum. No, please leave me alone. I'm good. Let me out, thank you. Save scum, save scum, save scum. I mean, it could have been the assistant. We know she's innocent. No one else does. It's not gonna be the grade school boy. They already rolled him out. It's not gonna be Old Bag. So let's say... Let's call her. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
Hi, Mel. How are you?
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor. Excellent. No. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Oh, she wasn't there. Uh-oh. We goofed! I'm always trying to do art when I'm sleepy. I have no other state, so essentially it's just always sleepy art. Yeah, gonna hurt. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury, so really the only one that we can accuse is Old Bag. She could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case. No, don't do it, Judge. Fuck. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? If you would, Mr. Honor, one more chance, please. Very well, go ahead. So, okay. Who do we accuse, chat? Do we accuse the child or Old Bag? We're all gonna go down together. The child... The thing is, they could make the same argument for the child not knowing, but if he snuck in, wouldn't he know? Then again, they would have seen him. Thing is, if we insist on the child being found, that's a ton of time we just buy for ourselves. We're accusing Oldbag? Alright, we all die together. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag!
Who?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper!
Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag! That's Mrs. Oldbag to you!
Mrs. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble?
Because she's fooling the camera, you poop! Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes II, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump in with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
Hi, Zero Max, welcome, welcome. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Do we press? Do we squeeze? He might not be countering me because it's a trap. That's the thing. What if it's an Edgeworth terp? What if we're gonna trigger Edgeworth's fucking trap card again? What if we shouldn't squeeze? It stinks. No, I don't think him hating Oldbag would mean he gives up on his guilty verdict. I have a bad feeling too, Obi-Wan. Well, I've always wanted to be ensnared by Edgeworth. It's my fetish. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? That boy, the one whose photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it because be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day?
Or is it, oh Jesus Christ. I have so much trouble with reading what the fuck she's saying.
Whippersnapper!
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
Is it just gonna be the photo again? I feel like it is. It's too big to be a boy. Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness get to comment on this?
Maybe it's two boys stacked on top of each other. Yeah.
Humph!
The windbag, speechless. This is gonna be a first.
Very well.
Yeah, I think they both work. Ugh. My poor throat.
The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution
We'll look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Edgeworth is just... Yeah, Edgeworth is finished. Oh, Christ.
Wait a second! I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking!
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Mrs. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Oh, shit.
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
One sec. Okay, sorry.
This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. That's a lie. Hello, Ying Wang. Welcome, welcome.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director?
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you take a look at the guide map.
Yeah, I think Edgeworth kind of... The first case, he just 100% starts manipulating it. This one, he's like kind of... I don't know. Maybe it's just because he hates Old Bag, but he seems more interested in finding out what went on.
Here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. I mean, I'd be mad I was lied to. I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Continue.
They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
Jesus. And you got your bonus and you still talked. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some, bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. Court has been adjourned.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really, it's nothing. or should I?
Wait, what was that line? Oh, or should I? Did I read that wrong? I have no idea. Doesn't doing all the voices tire you out? Yes, it does! We're gonna be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. Towards the end of the stream, I feel like all my voices start blending like very badly into just one. Like at one point, I felt like Oldbag and the judge were starting to sound really similar. Edgeworth is my favorite character. Very followed like by Maya and Phoenix as a duo. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Ba-da-da-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
It's actually really good timing, though. I am done for today. I am gonna go and drink something soothing and not talk. And it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I am done for today. I will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, with more video games. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. You guys are all wonderful and cute and pretty and all that good stuff. I love you all a long time.